Ladies and gents, welcome back to another video. It is a new year, but this also means that there are new crypto scams, and we are only 6 days into the new year, and I've already been tipped off of an absolutely hilarious one. So, yeah, get ready for this. So, this project is called Fora, and it was a tweet that was sent to me by a few people, actually, and I decided to look into it a bit more myself. So, in their own words, Fora is an action-based third-person shooter game built with Lyra base on UE5. For those of you who don't know what that is, Lyra is a starter template that you can use in Unreal Engine, and it's a plug-and-play third-person shooter. Now, you still need to know how to build a third-person shooter to be able to use this and, like, leverage it. And even then, it's not just a freebie, right? You're not getting a game for free. Well, they claim they're using the Lyra template, which is odd for them to admit in the first place, but I think there's a reason that they've done this. This rabbit hole that opened up after looking into this is absolutely nuts. This is mammoth levels of self-awareness when scamming people. So they say multiplayer, obviously, multiple modes, tournaments, prize pools, battle royale, plus, mint February 23rd. Now, with their mint coming soonish, I really wanted to get this video out and just highlight how much of a scam this is. Now, to many of us, it's going to seem really obvious that this is a scam. However, it seems that the crypto community, once again, have latched onto it like barnacles on the bottom of a ship and are insistent, you know, doing that incessant screeching that this is the next big thing. When literally everything is, you know, the contrary to that. It's not. I'm going to say it. It's nothing sauce. So I was looking through here, and if Twitter wants to not open up another window, here's their gameplay. It's everything you're seeing here is Lyra template. I believe the main character has been swapped out with a purchased asset, but that's it. Literally, that is it. So what made me make this video in that case? Well, here's a tweet from January the 4th. A preview of our first custom map for Fora. This is a pre-alpha scenery, but it gives you a nice idea of how it'll look. Giving out 2 whitelist spots on this tweet. Comment your thoughts and retweet to be in the draw. Don't do that, idiot. So, I think you already know what I'm going to say about this video. It's literally an asset. Not a jumble of assets. No. Let me find it for you. So yeah, there we go. It's an asset pack, which I believe was on sale very recently because I remember seeing it on the homepage. So probably half price. In fact, Epic normally do 80% off. So like a $20 pack. And yes, it is literally the same map. It is pre-made as you saw it. There is nothing there. The only thing they had custom to show off isn't even custom. Now, this isn't the most damning thing of all, because you may look at this and go, well, maybe it's a scam, but with good intentions. And I can see why you might think that, but I'm about to poop all over your party here, because this is not even the worst bit of this. As you may have told from the title, it gets a lot more nefarious than that. So this is where I take you to possibly the stupidest part of this video. I had to sit through this, so I'm going to condense it down so you don't have to. There was a Twitter space with the developer of this, where he announces not only is he making a first-person shooter, which he's not making, he's used a template, and by the looks of it has changed literally nothing other than a model. Well, he now announces that he's making not one, but 2 MMOs as well, which from what I can tell will all be releasing within the same month. Not only is he releasing a third-person shooter, but he's releasing 2 MMOs at the same time. And the best bit is, the MMOs are single-player MMOs, in his own words. So let's just rejoice and listen to that, shall we?
I'm excited for it, man. We're excited for all of this, as a matter of fact. And speaking of which, we're excited about Forgotten Lands too. And we know you got a lot going. And I promise you, everybody's been following you. I see your follower count going up. I see your reactions going up. It's looking good, man. Tell us some good things. What do you got coming? When's the humans coming? Do we have any crazy alpha? Tell me.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's so much going on lately, man. I appreciate you a lot for me taking the stage and being able to talk about that. And yeah, man, we got tons coming up. So we have a launch date for the Mint for the humans. That's going to be on November 3rd. Um, we released a teaser of one of the game called Orphan's Run. Orphan is one of the old gods in the Forgotten's game land. November 3rd. Then between November 3rd, from the release of the first game and for the launch of Origin, which is the kind of the first MMO game. This is a single player MMO. That will be about 2 months. So during those 2 months, you can play that first game. We will keep you guys updated with all the releases and stuff like that, and then we'll launch what's called Origin. Now, Origin is a single player MMO game where you it's kind of a the build up of the storyline to the Forgotten Lands, explaining about the old gods and how war and destruction kind of swept across everything, and what kind of started the war between the humans, the dwarves, the elves, and the dark elves. So yeah, that's a little bit about Forgotten Lands. I don't know if you guys have any questions about it, maybe.
Man, I'm excited about it. So okay, so if I mint a human, then I can
Mm?
use that human inside the game when it comes out in a couple months, obviously 3, 4 months down the road, and I can level up that human when I play it.
Yes, correct.
Now you might be thinking, well, they've got to have shown something off for the MMO, right? There's no way that people are believing that there's an MMO when they're not showing any. Well, I can't even look at this without laughing. What have we done so far with their MMO they're referring to? We stripped down Lineage 2. Using the Unreal Engine 2 due to its ability to render outdoor scenes and its powerful editing feature, we have created a whole new game. It is literally a screenshot of Lineage 2. So what they're admitting to, and they admit further to this in a minute, is stealing the client code and assets for Lineage and another game, because we'll get to that, because this is where it gets even better. Stealing the client code for this game and proudly presenting it as their game. That's... are we really living in a time where crypto bros are that dumb that they think they can just take someone else's entire game that they put R&D money into and, you know, actually developed, and just say, yeah, that's mine. It's mine now. And the worst part is people are just hyped for it. Just, ooh, offensive tweet. Let's take a look. Oh, God, here we go. Our philosophy is by gamers for gamers. So they've just stole Razor's tagline and reversed it. Love it. We really haven't seen a proper game that attracts gamers in Web3. It's because there aren't any. It's all very simple. We decided to build the game on the Unreal Engine and connect smart contracts for in-game assets to be stored on chain, which hasn't been done before. What? Yes, it has. By many, and they've all been scams as well. And this is where it gets even better, because they thought, we don't want to piss off the Lineage guys. That's not going to end well by stealing their client code and their assets and everything and posing it as, you know, as our own. So they thought, we need to pull the ace from up our sleeve. And that's where this beauty comes from. We built Forgotten Lands on the Black Desert client with tons of modifications and NFT integrations. Oh joy, this is just what I wanted. Maps not modified, because they probably can't find the map editor that was used to modify them in the first place. Server rates modified. I literally don't know what that means. Events modified, items modified, quests modified, NPCs. Basically, we've swapped out a few models, but I've had a few people in my Discord tell me that this footage is just not modified at all. It is straight up Black Desert Online, like no model swaps or anything. So now, I believe it's Pearl Abyss that run Black Desert Online. That's another company that you do not want to mess with, less so than the Lineage 2 team. Does this crypto stupidity know no end? And in true crypto bro fashion, they can't even get their story straight and make their minds up on what the lie they're telling actually is. Building our FPS and MMORPG on hashtag Unreal Engine 5, showing samples next week. You just said you were building it on Black Desert Online. You just said you were ripping off Black Desert Online, and that it was previously ripped off from Lineage 2. What is it? I mean, I know it's a scam, but Jesus Christ, tell me what you think it is at least. And then, of course, you've got the sensible people asking the sensible questions. If the game is free, what is the NFT for? Good question. Fora Game Passes allow you to claim up to 6 rare exosuit and weapon skins, activate in-game earnings, increase drop rewards in-game, participate in tournaments with cash and NFT prizes, future skin releases raffled to holders. Thank you, you've just described a dystopian future that literally no gamer wants. Like, you have just bullet pointed everything that's wrong with the gaming industry right now and touted it as a brilliant, new, revolutionary feature. Get your head out the clouds. This goes for all crypto bros. Because I'm getting sent more and more of these, like, these shitty grifts, these terrible projects every single day, to the point that I am going to cover them because they're mildly amusing to me, and I would like people to be able to search the name and my explanation of what's actually going on here to come up to save them from falling for this. But Christ, I wouldn't be able to cover them all. There are that many that are coming out. It's downright depressing. Anyway, ladies and gents, I am fully moved into my new office and the new house, and I am good. I am back set up again to be making videos and streaming. And in fact, after this video, I'm going to be live over on Twitch, hanging out with you guys, chatting, and building a little robot. More explanation on that later. It requires quite some backstory. And a massive thank you to our patrons, and until next time, guys, take care.